What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at this X-Men 97 Marvel Legends Archangel. Let's just take a closer look at the packaging here. Side art. And then the back. Alright, let's crack them open. Alright, so here is Archangel, and I got this guy from Big Bad Toy Store. I believe he's a fan channel exclusive, so you might have to get him from Big Bad or Nerdzoic or some of these other like kind of independent comic shops and toy stores like Entertainment Earth and stuff like that. So check out for them. I'll have the link in the description for the Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if he's still available there, but I will find that link for you, and if he's available, I will have that up if you do wish to purchase him. Alright, so let's take a closer look at this guy, and I do like the updated look, the updated body mold for this like kind of a classic Archangel look in the comics. And I know this is an X-Men 97 figure, but this guy could easily be used as a comic Archangel, in my opinion. He's that good. He looks great. I mean, yeah, the colors are a little bit muted maybe, and maybe the face is a little bit different, but this can definitely be used as a comic Archangel, and that's exactly what I'm going to do for this guy, because he just, I don't know, to me, he doesn't appear, I think he appeared on the show X-Men 97 maybe like one time, so, I mean, it doesn't really make sense to put him in, even though he's considered a, you know, Archangel, 97 X-Men Archangel. But looking closely at the face, he does have a little bit, I don't know if that's like a little paint scuff or something over there, so that looks like a little bit of a QC issue, but other than that, that's not too bad. Head articulation, he goes forward like that, back. This looks like a, yeah, a disc peg, so not a double peg. He goes left and right like that. Of course, you got double joints, pinless. It's always great. Same thing with the legs, double jointed, pinless. Very nice. Ab crunch. It goes back, forward, back. Doesn't have too much because those, I think it's the wings are kind of blocking him, yeah. So you don't get that much ab crunch backwards. And then, of course, you got wing articulation, which is unique to this figure. So it's kind of big and bulky. You can go like that, as far back as that, and then, let's see. This is a little bit tricky because there's this thing that goes in his back. It kind of pops out when you move it, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, there's like this little piece. The other one didn't have this, the X-Force version. I'll compare that a little bit. But yeah, it comes with this little piece here, which just kind of pops out when you move the wings. So that's a little bit annoying. But yeah, good wing articulation. You know, he can cover himself as well. So he can kind of like guard himself like that. But yeah, very nice wingspan. Can expand to like about there. And I believe you could switch these wings out for the X-Force version. I will definitely try that. From looking at it, I think tell that this is the same peg style as the X-Force Archangel, so we'll try that out in a little bit later. But yeah, very nice updated mold for this figure, and I do like this Archangel. I love him. He was one of those figures that desperately needed a updated look, because I know the old ones had that Bucky Cap body, you know, the deluxe one, and the I believe it was a Hit Monkey wave. It had that old style Bucky Cap, and I do have both of those, and I will compare all of these in a little bit. But he does come with The alternative head is kind of like a, I don't know, like a grimacing, smiley, not so happy look. Oh, there goes Archangel. And then he comes with the 2 additional hands. It's kind of like a grabby hands. And the fist, he only comes with 1 fist and 1 like trigger hand, which brings me to my next point: is why does he come with Cable's gun, and why does he have a gun? This is, I don't understand that. I mean, maybe they didn't include it with the, I forgot what that 97 Cable, if he came with, like, I'm pretty sure he came with a gun though. So I don't know if this is just kind of like a throw-in, hey, here you go, here's Cable's other gun or something like that. But it's just very strange that Archangel has a Cable gun with him. I don't understand that, but okay. And then he comes with the closed wing for that too. So you get some pretty cool stuff with this figure. The one thing I will say that's kind of a negative on this is he does not have butterfly joints. That's kind of disappointing. I really wish he had butterfly joints, but he does have articulation. Like, it goes pretty back. Goes back pretty far there. So, but he can't go all the way because he doesn't have the butterfly joints, which is kind of disappointing. You know, a figure like this I feel like should have butterfly joints, but he does not have that. So that's kind of my negative for this. But if you want, in case you want to know, that's how the holes look like on the figure. And in case you were wondering how he looks like with the wings, kind of closed wing thingy there, that's how he looks like. And then the additional head, put that on there if I can get it on. There you go. That's how he looks like with the additional head. And here he is side by side with the X-Force, Uncanny X-Force Archangel that came out, I believe, last year. Again, this is basically a straight up repaint, just different colors and of course different head sculpts, but it is exactly the same figure, exactly the same mold. Even the hands are the same. I just haven't put the ones on this guy, but yeah. The wings are a little bit different in that the X-Force one comes with that middle wing type this thingy right here, and this one does not come with that. And he does not come with this kind of like the stabilizer piece. The X-Force version doesn't come with that, so a little bit different there. But let's try to wing swap these guys now. Alright, so there you have it. The wing swap was a success. They are fully compatible with each other. In case you wanted to know, this is how he looks like with the X-Force wings. Very nice, actually. I do like the X-Force wings, I think, better than the ones that came with the 97. Just because I just don't know, man. Every time I swap these wings and this part always seems to come off. I don't know why this is there, if it's like kind of like a stabilizer piece or something like that, but I kind of don't like it. It tends to pop off very easily. When you see how that happens when I slightly turn the wings or anything like that, it just comes off very easily. So that is kind of disappointing. I do like the X-Force ones a lot better, so I don't know why they decided to change it up. That makes kind of no sense, but yeah, that's what they did. Alright, so here is the X-Men 97 Archangel compared to the previous released Archangel. The one on the right is from the Deluxe figure, and that was in 2018. He came with the Apocalypse piece, the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure piece. So that was in 2018. And this guy is part of the Hit Monkey wave way back in 2013. That is, I didn't realize how old this guy was. That is a really old figure, 2013. My God, seems like just yesterday, right? But yeah, these two are the exact same molds. The wings are exactly the same. No, they will not go into this guy. They rely on a completely different, let me see if I could show you. Oh, that one kind of came out. But these go into like these things in the back, and they're pegged into his... See, I only got that one little tiny hole. So no, you cannot swap the old version of the wings for the newer version. If I can get this, yeah. let me just kind of, I'm going to take off the wings off these guys because they're very, very bulky and it's hard to get them in the shot and stuff, so I can compare them a little bit better. Alright, so here's a better look at the Archangels and comparing them. You know, of course, these two guys over here use the old Bucky mold, I should say. That is a very, very outdated mold. And of course, here are the changes here. I mean, obviously you have that. In my opinion, this mold is a lot better than the Bucky mold. Is very outdated and just, I don't know, it's outdated. But there you go, you see the holes are different, so you cannot use those wings, as I was talking about earlier. But yeah, a lot's changed from this figure. Obviously the pins, I mean, still double jointed though. And both of them have, oh actually no. This, yeah, is he double jointed? Kind of, no. A little bit maybe, I don't know. Yeah, he is kind of double jointed, but he just doesn't have that articulation. But definitely the newer mold, in my opinion, is better. I do like the colors on the older ones, though. I wish it was a little bit darker, like the Deluxe figure here. I mean, then you have this guy is really dark. He's got like kind of a metallic purple over here, so yeah. If we can zoom in there. So yeah, just completely different mold, updated and stuff. So there you have the comparisons of the Archangels. And of course, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I love to do head swaps. So let's try and head swap these guys. I do have some alternative Archangel head swaps of Warren over here and this guy too. And then I have the Death head, which I'm really wanted to try out on this guy. I don't know, they kind of look a little bit small for this new X-Men 97 head, so I don't know if it'll work, but let's try and see. Alright, so here is the 97 head on the Deluxe 2018 figure's body, and vice versa. Just take a closer look there. That's how they look. Not too bad. I mean, I thought it was going to look a little bit more awkward, although the Deluxe version from the 2018 on the 97 body, I don't know, this kind of, oops, crap, you fell down, but that kind of looks a little bit small on the small side. Just a tad bit small, I would say, but it's not too bad, but it is noticeable. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's a little bit small. Same goes for the head is a little bit too big on the 2018 body, so that's a little bit disappointing. And there you could see, this one looks a little bit more noticeable, the head being really small on the 97 body, and this one being too big for the older Buck. Obviously the colors are way off, so this is not going to work anyways, but yeah, it doesn't really look that great. But let's try some of those other head swaps on the 97 body. Alright, so here is the kind of like the Warren Worthington head, blue head, I should say, on the 97 body. This one doesn't look as bad because the hair kind of makes it look a little bit bigger than it is, so it's not too bad, but still something's kind of off to me. I don't know. I mean, you could clearly tell that these heads are not supposed to be on this Buck, so but it does work. It is compatible. The neck, you know, you can't see any disc peg on the head, so it does work, in case you were wondering. Next up, we have the evil version of Warren here, and that looks pretty good. Same deal, you know, the hair makes it look like it fits. It does fit pretty decent, actually. I do like it. So that's how it looks like with the evil version of Warren here. And of course, you have Apocalypse's death head here. That looks very nice. Also came with the 2018 version of Archangel Deluxe. So there you have it. That is the final head. And those three look good. It's just the ones that, you know, the default, like this guy just doesn't look great on his head. So, but the other three do look good. Alright, so there you have it. That is the X-Men 97 Deluxe Archangel figure. I do love him. I love the updated mold. Love that. And the only couple things I could really say that's bad is that this kind of piece that falls off. and his wings. You don't really have to have it on there. As see, I could just put it without it, but yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of strange. Every time I put it on here and move the wings, it kind of falls off. So, you know, a minor little complaint. So nothing really too big. And then of course, you know, I wish he had the butterfly joints in there so that he can be more articulated. Although he does have a pretty good articulation just without them. So that is pretty cool. But I do really love this figure. I love the look. I love the updated buck. And yeah, he's just a great Archangel figure if you don't have the Deluxe. And these guys are honestly, these you know, from 2018, 2013, they're very outdated. They needed a new buck. You know, this old Bucky cap, I wish they would redo every figure that had the Bucky cap mold, because these I don't know, they just look outdated. And they're small. They tend to be on the short side, if you can tell right there. He is a little bit shorter than the 97 Archangel. So, you know, I do hope they update every figure that uses the Bucky cap mold, because it's just an outdated mold, and they could do a lot better. You know, I do like the new molds they use, so that's always a plus. And the fact that you could wing swap him with the X-Men Uncanny X-Force wings, that's a really cool plus. So in case you have that, you know, I do wish it came with these type of wings, you know, with the double piece kind of thing there. But, you know, it's not bad. The wings are good with what we have in this package, though. But that is a really cool idea that you can swap the wings from the X-Force Archangel. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.